Topping the news, details of a storm of tornadoes that struck North Carolina this month continues to unravel. The state's disaster areas declared by the president last week will have the chance to seek low-interest loans or grants to help them repair homes and businesses. And there will be help for farmers, too. I'm Marie Torres. These stories and more coming up on your NewsBreak briefing.
From WHIG-TV, this is NewsBreak 31. Now, here's Marie Torres.
We hope you had a great Easter holiday. Thanks for tuning in to WHIG-TV NewsBreak. Today we're briefing you on news going on in our community. Details continue to unravel of a storm of tornadoes that struck North Carolina this month. According to the National Weather Service, Friday, the number of confirmed tornadoes that tore across the state was up to 28 from the initial quote of 25, breaking the state record for the size of a tornado outbreak. A day after the disaster, we heard Wilson residents describe the twister that ravaged their community.
Tornado hit us. We were watching Channel 5 News and they dropped coverage on the one coming to Wilson, started covering everything else. You had no idea where it was. We kept asking each other, is it coming here or not? Did it lift up? What's going on with it? Channel 5 never would tell you anything else about it. So we kept watching outside and the electricity cut off. I said, well, let's go out and watch. And we looked back this way and pretty soon you could see debris up in the air. And I started hearing that roaring noise. I said, Chuck, that thing's coming right at us. And a little while later, we saw the dark spinning cloud of debris up there. I said, that's it right there. Let's get inside and hunker down. We ran inside, grabbed the animals. All of us got in the bathtub. And I peeked around the corner and looked, and I watched it come by this big picture window right over here. And it was just a second. Whoop, came down. Everything here was laid in the street. That was it. Thank God the house is still here. We're still here. I think most of it had done its damage back at that end, and we just got the tail end of it. But thank the Lord we're safe and sound.
Meteorologists say a dozen supercell thunderstorms passed over North Carolina, some spawning families of tornadoes. The previous record for widespread tornado activity in the state was on March 28, 1984, when 25 tornadoes hit 20 counties in eastern North Carolina, killing 42 people. This month's tornadoes' wind speeds reached from 65 to 165 miles per hour. Though final damage estimates aren't in, state officials say preliminary estimates show 133 people were seriously injured, 21 businesses and 439 homes were destroyed, and 92 businesses and 6,189 houses sustained significant damage. Last week, the federal government declared 18 counties, Bertie, Bladen, Craven, Cumberland, Currituck, Greene, Halifax, Harnett, Hertford, Hoke, Johnson, Lee, Onslow, Pitt, Robeson, Sampson, Wake, and Wilson as disaster areas.
Just hope and pray we got the right insurance company. They're here today. They'll help you assess everything the rest of the week, and and just we'll start the claims process and go from there and take care of our employees and just day by day.
Disaster areas declared by the president last week will have a chance to seek low-interest loans or grants to help them repair homes and businesses. Business owners and residents in these areas can apply for low-interest federal loans from the U.S. Small Business Administration. Homeowners can apply for up to $240,000 to repair or replace their homes and some personal belongings. Renters can apply for up to $40,000 to replace personal belongings, and business owners can apply for up to $2 million for business property losses. The Those who qualify for loans may be eligible for an individual who do not qualify for loans may be eligible for an individual assistance grant from FEMA to help repair and replace personal property. 18 counties, including Wilson, are expected federal funds to cover 75% of the cost to remove debris, provide emergency protective measures, and repair infrastructure. State funds are expected to cover any remaining costs. Farmers will get assistance too from the state. Wednesday, North Carolina Governor Beverly Perdue signed 2 measures intended to help with the cleanup from recent tornadoes. Perdue signed an executive order which will help farmers clear their land and return to their livelihoods in the wake of these storms. This order allows the North Carolina Department of Transportation to pick up debris from the edge of a farmer's property. Without this order, farmers would have to move debris all the way to the state right-of-way. In addition, Perdue also signed into law a bill which makes further accommodations for property owners who need to clean up storm debris. The bill allows property owners to bury debris without a permit until June 1st. And the government will release the latest average price of gas later today, and it's expected to mirror what many already believe and what a national survey confirms, that gas is still more expensive. Currently, the national average price per gallon is $3.88 for regular gasoline. According to the Lundberg survey, that's a 12-cent hike over the past 2 weeks. It's likely that gas could get higher. Today, oil hit $113 a barrel in Asia. Anger could also spike this week as oil companies release their profit reports, expected to be the strongest they've been in a few years. According to North Carolina GasPrices.com, gas prices in Rocky Mount range from $3.38 to $3.85 per gallon of regular unleaded gasoline. After the break, it's a look at weather. Stay with us.
It's back for a limited time. Every Buick and GMC is now being offered at GM employee price to the general public. Plus, you can now get 0% financing for up to 72 months too. Where? Only at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount. But that's not all. At Davenport, you'll also get something that GM employees don't even get. A lifetime warranty. GM employee price, 0% financing, and a lifetime warranty. See if anybody beats that deal. But hurry, this offer is for a limited time, and it's only available at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount.
We're your news team, bringing it home to you with meteorologist Fred Holdsworth, anchor Marie Torres, sports reporter Edward Green, and Matt Habit, our studio guy. WHIG-TV Newsbreak, your voice in the community.
The Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We're filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The Business Center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the Country Inn & Suites, Rocky Mount.
Thanks Thanks for staying with us here on Newsbreak. I'm Marie Torres. Before looking at weather, a quick reminder that April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Those on the front lines battling the problem in North Carolina say they have many tools in their toolbox to help prevent abuse. Programs like the Nurse Family Partnership has been in existence for 30 years and is funded through private grants. And Smart Start also educates parents on how to prevent child abuse. Programs such as these have shown an increased likelihood of preventing abuse before it occurs. While North Carolina is strong in family support programs, the state still spends less for home visits compared to other parts of the country. North Carolina spends $61 per child for home visits compared to the nationwide average of $171. Now for a look at this week's forecast, here's WHIG-TV meteorologist Fred Holdsworth. Fred?
And time to take another look at our weather, and we'll see what's going on. A beautiful weekend, at least the second part of it was. The Easter day, I don't think too many people could have found fault with yesterday's weather. And that's going to continue on into tomorrow morning, and then by Tuesday afternoon we'll see a change to weather conditions, maybe even some severe weather on down the road Wednesday night and Thursday, but we've got plenty of time to look at that. Let's take a look at our forecast map and see what we have coming up, and we will see that a large area right in here is going to be under the gun for severe weather today. All of Arkansas, most of northern Louisiana, eastern Texas, eastern Oklahoma, and southern Missouri, even up into the extreme southwestern Indiana and southern Illinois. All this area here could see some severe weather today. Also, in this same area, flash flooding is also possible, and that flash flood area extends from eastern Texas all the way up to extreme western New York, up around Lake Erie and Lake Ontario right in here. A second area of severe weather, a smaller area, could be over much of Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio later on this afternoon. And severe thunderstorms are possible in here, and also, as we said, in this area. This is all associated with a cold front that becomes stationary through much of the nation, right through here, anchored by low pressure over Kansas and northern Texas. So the people in these two areas need to really be careful and watch the weather today. In our area, nothing but sunshine, a few clouds scattered here and there, and that will last on through late this afternoon, partly cloudy tonight, and then by tomorrow we should see cloudy skies with showers and thunderstorms developing during the afternoon. High pressure up over South Dakota, and rain extending over a long east to west trajectory from the New England coast all the way into Nebraska, across the Great Lakes of Michigan and Wisconsin, right in through here. As we go to the farther to the west, heavy snow is possible in the higher elevations of the state of Washington, rain in the valleys of Washington state, and rain also along the coast of the Pacific Northwest. This in conjunction with a cold front anchored by low pressure just moving onto the coast of the state of Washington. Well, let's take a look now at our forecast, and we'll see what we can expect for the rest of today and also through the upcoming week. Today, sunny, 87 should be our high today with a south wind at 10 to 15. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 64, south wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy on Tuesday with a chance of showers and thunderstorms developing during the afternoon with a high of 83. Tuesday night, cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low of 66. Winds will be south 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday with a high of 85. Winds will be south at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting to 30. Wednesday night, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of these could be on the strong to severe side, so we'll keep an eye on that. Low of 70. And for Thursday, showers and thunderstorms. Once again, they could become severe with a high of 80. Thursday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low of 53. And when we get to Friday, sunny sky again with a high of 74 and a low of 47. Our high temperature yesterday, 90 degrees at our weather station, 87 at the airport, and the low this morning was 65. And that's a look at your Rocky Mount weather. Now back to you.
Thanks, Fred. This has been your NewsBreak briefing. Join us tomorrow for our live news at noon. And stay tuned today for a recap of the Cole Brothers Circus in town over the spring break. For WHIG TV, I'm Marie Torres. We'll see you next time.